Hello, everybody. My name is the Art Fox, and today I want to draw a phoenix. The phoenix is a very well-known mythological creature, and basically, it's described as a bird that's on fire. The interesting thing about the phoenix is that it's very hard to pinpoint what mythology it came from. Originally, I heard it was from Persian mythology. Then when I looked it up, it was from Greek or Roman. And when I was looking this up, I couldn't really find a solid answer of where this bird came from, which wasn't really a bad thing. I'll explain why I wanted to look up the phoenix. I want to create a game, much like D&D and Cyberpunk, and those are tabletop role-playing games, which means it's kind of like a board game, but there's not really a board. It's more just talking. And you have character sheets, and you just kind of create a scene and use the rules of the game and dice to see what happens. And I want to create my own version of that game. But before I can really start doing any of the rules or the concepts or anything like that, I wanted to kind of build a world. And much like D&D, I'm planning on using mythology to create my world. But I want to be more accurate to mythology, and I want to incorporate all mythologies. I started with the phoenix because of how spread out among many mythologies it is. Which brings me back to why I was kind of enjoying the fact that there's no set appearance of the phoenix because of how many origins it has. I'm happy about that because it allows me to have a lot of creative liberties while creating this game in the phoenix specificity. And I do have some plans for it. My plan is that the phoenix is the root of all magic, and people will use the phoenix feathers and tails and beaks and gems to create spellcasting focuses, which are like orbs and staffs and wands, and basically anything that you use to cast spells. And that's another reason why the phoenix was so important to start with, because everything in this game that I want to create would revolve around the phoenix. This drawing here isn't exactly what I want the phoenix in my world to look like, because I want the phoenix in my world to look more like just a regular bird that glows and sort of brings magic into this world through ripples in reality that are caused by its tails swinging. I drew the phoenix this way because I thought it would be a lot more fun to create little rays of fire jumping off of this phoenix bird. And I was right, this was a lot of fun to draw. I really liked the waviness of the lines and the fluidness. It was a lot of fun to draw. Plus, this is my first time using my new markers, which was a very nice experience. These markers here are Copic markers, which, if you don't know, that is a very good brand of markers. And the way that they just swish across the paper and the way they just mix so well together, it is so fun to do. And you just get such a good product in the end. I was actually quite surprised. I thought this drawing would be so much worse because it's my first time using these markers. First time using just good markers. And I often don't color in my images. Like before Inktober, I didn't even really fine line my images. But now that I've done this drawing, I'm probably going to start coloring in my images a lot more. I would have made my phoenix glow a little. I think that would have been really cool. But I was worried that it would ruin the image. I don't know why. I guess because there's no background, so there's nothing to glow on. But I could be wrong. Maybe it would have looked good if I made it glow. But I just felt it was too risky. Anyways, now that my ramblings is done, don't really have much more to say other than make sure you leave a like if you liked, subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this one, and share if you think your friends will like it. Bye.